Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider, finishing up here with introductions and heading towards the start of tonight's girls basketball game. Boys victorious in the earlier game, 62-54. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by B&B Appliance, 502 Ensign, downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs. B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source Retail Program. Starting lineups for the Mustangs. If you're just joining us, Mustangs lineup brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill takes as much pride as they do in the community, just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Part of the KSIR B106 Scholarship Program. Starters for the Mustangs, number 12, Sammy Pettyjohn, number 20, Allie Schneider, number 22, Brooke Wiederspan, number 30, Alexis Bills, and number 40, Devin Lapp. As we head towards tip, the opening tip tonight brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offers home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Erie Tigers.
Another tip, Josh, I think for the Mustangs is they're going to have to get Devin Lapp established in early, as she's going to have her hands full, as Erie is set up pretty tall. I think Devin Lapp's going to have a big game down low and be very physical.
Yeah, I can't agree more, Braden, as Lapp gets the start here tonight. Bills and Schneider, the other two girls on the floor with some height. Erie looking at them as they come out of their huddle. Not really anybody out there that's short, I would say. Got some good height here, 5'10", 5'10", 5'11", 5'11", 5'6". Tips up, taken by the Tigers. Lapp not able to get up there with the reach of number 52, Taryn Lee. Tigers quick to take the first shot and do. Three-point basket up and good by Amanda Ochoa. Tigers off to a quick start. As the Mustangs can't hold on to the basketball, have it turned over. Whistle blown as Alexis Bills is going to be called for the first foul here tonight. Alexis Bill with the foul. Mustangs unable to convert on their end of the floor, had the ball taken away. Bills commits the foul. Tigers with the basketball. Just underway here. Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider. 7:30 to go, first quarter. Tigers lead 3-0. Tigers with the basketball. Up top the key. Guarded by Lapp. Now sent right side. Back up left. Shot taken from the left elbow. Knocked out of bounds on the shot block by Sammy Pettyjohn. Good defense there by Sammy. Knocks the ball away and out of bounds. Tigers have the basketball, baseline under their basket. Quickly inbounded, worked around the top of the three-point line. Now back into the corner, shot up, no good. Doesn't draw the iron. Schneider takes the basketball, pushes the pace down the floor. She's going to run the lane. Does so well off the glass and good. Allie Schneider takes the ball the length of the floor. Really uncontested as she lays it up and in off the glass for the Mustangs' first 2 points here tonight. 3-2, Mustangs trail by one, 6:50 to go first quarter. Tigers with the basketball, shot up off the left elbow, no good. Mustangs not able to establish position. The rebound sent back up top to the Tigers' Ochoa as she makes her second three-point basket here early in this first quarter. 6-2, Mustangs trail now by 4. Ochoa with a quick 6 points. Schneider on our end of the floor as she looks to drive the lane. She's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Holly Hatfield. Holly Hatfield for the Tigers with the foul. Mustangs have the basketball in front of the Tigers bench. Tigers take a timeout. Tigers coached by Noah Potter. Doesn't like what he sees, calls the quick timeout.
This timeout is brought to you by Edwards Right Price Market and Flowerland, located at 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game day. Also, T.O. Charlie's. See T.O. Charlie's for a great used car or truck today. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they will find it for you at 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan.
As always, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sport Mustang Basketball. We've got a band here tonight, Braden, packed house. Boys victorious. Got some good momentum here going into the nightcap, with the band playing an outstanding rendition of the national anthem to get things started here tonight. 6-2, Mustangs trail by 4, have the basketball as it's inbounded. Whistle's quick to blow, and they're going to call Sammy Pettyjohn with a travel. That'll be a Mustangs turnover. Mustangs now second turnover here early in tonight's ball game. Trail 6-2. Erie Tigers coming in visiting the Mustangs. Mustangs on their home hardwood. Seems like it's been a while. Much more home coverage to come here in the second half of the season. Tigers shot up, and there's a foul. Foul's offensive foul. Foul's going to be on number 52, Taryn Lee. Taryn Lee for the Tigers committing the offensive foul. Mustangs bring the basketball our end of the floor. Bills takes the quick basket from the three-point line on the baseline. High arcing off the rim, rebounded by the Tigers, and we're going to have a foul on the Mustangs. Looks to be Brooke Wiederspan. Brooke Wiederspan with her first foul committed, fighting aggressively for that rebound, unable to come up with it, instead the foul. Tigers have the basketball length of the floor to go. Mustangs apply full court pressure. Bills lap Schneider. Tigers break free as Pettyjohn comes on the backside to try to take the ball away. She's going to be blown for the foul. She hits the hardwood kind of hard. She's able quick to get up and walk it off as she commits her first foul. 3 team fouls now on the Mustangs. 1 on Pettyjohn, 1 on Wiederspan, 1 on Bills. It's going to give the ball to the Tigers down low. Gross is going to come into the game for Pettyjohn, give her a chance to catch her breath. Brooke Wiederspan, Devin Lapp, Allie Schneider, Danielle Gross, Alexis Bills on the floor for the Mustangs. On the inbound play, shot quickly blocked by the Mustangs, out of bounds. Student section likes that, Brady.
Most definitely is there just to our right. It's a new location for the student section as we got these new bleachers, so now they'll sit right behind the Mustangs bench and can cheer them on closer.
Tigers have the ball up top to Key. 5:45 to go, first quarter. 6-2, Mustangs trail here early. Tigers shot thrown up wildly by Ochoa. Rebound taken by Lapp. Lapp outlets the ball to Schneider. Schneider looks for the streaking Bills. Streaking Bills can't hold on to it as the ball goes out of bounds as the Mustangs commit a turnover. Like to see the Mustangs control the ball. That was a little bit of the issue on Tuesday night. Those of you that were listening or able to join us on the road at Windsor, Mustangs have to do a good job of controlling the basketball. Off that Mustangs turnover, the Erie Tigers able to put the basket up in good. Devin Lapp on the Mustangs side of the floor, able to put it off the glass and in, closing this gap here early. Mustangs struggle to get back on defense as number 42, Nicole Hewlett for the Tigers, puts it up and in to answer Lapp on the other end of the floor. Lapp with 2, Schneider with 2 here early. Mustangs trail 10-4, send in the corner to Bills. Bills quick jump shot, a little strong, rattles around, and we've got a whistle. It's going to be Mustangs ball. Foul's going to be on Amanda Ochoa of the Tigers, her first, as Schneider prepares to inbound the basketball baseline under the Mustangs basket. 10-4. Mustangs trail, 4:39 to go here first quarter. Schneider gets it into Gross. Gross back to Schneider. Schneider's quick shot up and good. Schneider, 3-point basket from the corner down there in the baseline in front of the Tigers bench. Quick to get the basketball back and put up and in. Closing this lead quickly. 10-7. Mustangs full court pressure. Baseball pass not handled well by the Tigers. Goes out of bounds, but they're going to say Wiederspan last touched the basketball and will stay with the Tigers. Schneider 5 points here early. 2 points for Devin Lapp. The Mustangs 7 points here as again we're early first quarter. 4:10 to go. Mustangs trail by 3, 10-7. Got a whistle blown and a foul on White. The home Mustangs 30. Alexis Bills. Bills is second. Tigers have the ball quickly inbounded. Shot put up, blocked by Schneider. Student section again with a little bit of the oohs and ahs here from the peanut gallery, as that ball will remain with the Tigers. Well defended by the Mustangs, Schneider. Gross got the hand in the face of the Tigers player here with the basketball up top elbow. Now sent in low to the low block. Well defended by Lapp. Has it poked away. Ball's grabbed by Schneider as the Mustangs hustle quickly down the floor. A couple substitutions for the Mustangs off that recent turnover. Macy Shookie, she just takes the shot. It's no good. Macy Shookie, Devin Lapp, Danielle Gross, Brittany Wynn, Scheimer, Allie Schneider on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. Ball's poked away by Gross. Can't control it. Tigers still have it, their end of the floor. As they set up their offense, send it in low to the corner here. Baseline just underneath us. As we're sitting up on the second deck, far side of the fans. Tigers trying to work it in low, well guarded by the Mustangs. Mustangs doing a good job putting pressure here on the Tigers. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Mustangs trail by 3, 10-7. As the Tigers haven't really had a chance to work it in low here up until this point on their offensive possession. Ball's been worked around the three-point line. As Schneider catches Hannah Gallagher sleeping, picks her pocket, goes to lay it up, and is fouled. Schneider, great job there catching Gallagher sleeping, picks her pocket, runs the length of the floor, and is fouled. Schneider's going to go to the line and shoot 2 after that foul committed by the Tigers, Hannah Gallagher. As Schneider sets and dribbles for her first. Shot attempt is up and good.
Platte Valley Hearing Center at 417 Main Street in Fort Morgan, getting your hearing to its very best. Also, Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush.
Ashley Apple into the game for Devin Lapp after that first make by Schneider. Schneider closes the gap here and can do so again here with her second. Second shot attempt is up and good. 10-9. Mustangs now trail by 1. Pettyjohn back into the game. Is going to give Schneider a break after those 2 makes from the free throw line. Allie Schneider closes the gap, 10-9. She's going to sit down and take a break. Pettyjohn into the ball game for her. Brittany Winsheimer, Sammy Pettyjohn, Macy Shookie, Danielle Gross, Ashley Apple on the floor for the Mustangs. Shot up, no good by the Tigers. Mustangs do a good job there boxing out. Just let the ball go out of bounds. And that will be Mustang basketball. Shookie quick to inbound it to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn runs into a little half-court pressure, quickly gives it to Gross. Gross now to Apple. Apple has it left elbow. And we're going to get a jump ball. Apple's got to be a little bit more aggressive there on that inbounds or on that pass in to control the ball. Possession arrow stays with the Mustangs, which is good. 2:15 to go here, first quarter. Pettyjohn inbounds it to Gross. Gross quickly takes the 3, a little bit strong. Ball rattles around and rebounded by Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn tries to rip it away from the Tigers defender, and we're going to have again another jump ball whistle. This possession arrow now goes with the Tigers. Mustangs set up to apply full court pressure. 2:10 to go here, first quarter. Mustangs on their home hardwood, taking on the Erie Tigers. Boys victorious here earlier tonight. As the Tigers try to break the full court pressure of the Mustangs, we've got another whistle and a turnover here as the Tigers, Taryn Lee, called for the travel. 10-9, Mustangs trail by 1. Shookie for the Mustangs, about half court, inbounds it quickly to Gross. Got to do a better job here, Mustangs, of looking out as to where these defenders are, so we almost commit yet again another turnover. Pettyjohn quickly sends it to Gross. Gross jump shot, left side elbow, no good. Rebounded Pettyjohn, shot put back up, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers, and as the Tigers player hits the deck, looks like we're going to have a foul here on Brittany Winsheimer. Brittany Winsheimer going after that basketball, a little too aggressive. Couldn't stop herself as she commits the foul. Her first, Mustangs' 5th. Mustangs have full court pressure applied. Tigers inbound the basketball and try to get free. Baseball pass is sent in low. 2-on-1. Tigers have the numbers. Winsheimer does well to step in front there and knock the basketball away from the Tigers' Serena Gudina and out of bounds.
Good heads-up play by Winshimmer. The minute she knocked that basketball away, she immediately threw a box out in and knocked the Tiger defender to the floor, or Tiger offender to the floor, and took her completely out of the play. So good move by Winsheimer.
Subs coming in for the Mustangs as Schucke and Gross hit the bench. We've got Pettyjohn, Apple, Schneider, Wiederspan, and Winsheimer on the floor for the Mustangs. On the inbounds play, quick whistle blown. Looks like Schneider's going to pick up a foul. Legal use of the hands. Foul's on Allie Schneider. Schneider's first, team sixth. We got a long way to go here. We don't want to put this Tiger team in the bonus situation here early in this first half. Jump shot taken quickly by Ochoa, and it's up and good. Mando Ochoa with the 2-point basket extend this lead here for the Tigers. Mustangs trail by 3, 12-9. Minute 20 to go in this first quarter. Baseline look by Winsheimer's now sent up top to Schneider. Schneider 3-point basket, good. Tying this ball game. Allie Schneider, the great pass from Brooke Wiederspan. Schneider taking it from just off the right side straight away as she drains the 3-point basket, her second of the night. Well defended by Pettyjohn as Pettyjohn tries to chase the loose ball. She's unable to get to it as it goes out of bounds. Great defense here on the Mustangs side of the floor. Tigers will have the basketball. Mustangs off to a quick and early start here, playing great defense. Have this basketball game tied as we're under a minute to go in this first quarter. 12-12. Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider, bringing you girls basketball action here from Fort Morgan High School as Fort Morgan takes on the Erie Tigers. Boys victorious in the first game. If you're just joining us, they picked up their third Tri-Valley League win. We've got a whistle as Pettyjohn a little aggressive. Tigers trying to work the basketball around the 3-point line. Pettyjohn tried to go there for the steal and gets called for the foul. Pettyjohn's second foul. That's going to bring some subs in for the Mustangs. We've got Gross in for Schneider and Lapp in for Winsheimer. Devin Lapp, Brooke Wiederspan, Ashley Apple, Danielle Gross, Sammy Pettyjohn on the floor here for the Mustangs. 37 seconds to go. With that foul, that's going to send Ochoa to the line for the 1-and-1. Ochoa's first is good.
Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. Call Pat Walter, Travis Lefevre, or Jared Samples for your free bid. 970-842-5837. Buildingsbydesign.com.
Second free throw by Ochoa, no good. Rebound taken by Apple. Apple double team, tries to get rid of it, and she is fouled. A lot of fouls here early in this ball game. We've got the Tigers already in the 1-and-1 bonus situation. Mustangs 17 fouls. After that foul there by the Tigers, Serena Gudina, that gives them 5 as well. 5 teams. 17 fouls for the Mustangs, 5 for the Tigers. With a long way here to go in this first half. 25 seconds to go, first quarter. Excuse me. Pettyjohn tries to send the ball and has it taken away by the Tigers. Braden, we saw this a little bit in the last game on Tuesday. Mustangs kind of telegraphing their passes, and it's happening here again. Mustangs not really doing good to disguise where that ball's going, and the Tigers done good here up to this point to intercept the pass.
Most definitely, and I think it sees as we get later into this game that the Mustangs start to get tired at the end of the quarter. They start getting lazy with the passes, and Erie Tigers are feeding on that. So the Mustangs need to do better of just kind of fight through that tiredness that they have and continue to play hard.
Mustangs get the basketball back on a Tigers turnover, and as they try to put up the shot here with time expiring in the first quarter, Apple's shot's no good as we hear the buzzer and close out the start of this first quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Fort Morgan basketball. The Mustangs trail by 1. Erie Tigers 13, Mustangs 12. You're listening to B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider. Packed house on the home hardwood here as the Fort Morgan Mustangs take on the Erie Tigers. Mustangs trail by 1 as we get set here to start second quarter. 13-12, Erie leads. Tigers have the basketball here to start the second quarter. On the quick inbounds and sent into the low block. Danielle Gross does well here to take it away, giving the Mustangs the basketball. Sent quickly left side to Wiederspan. Wiederspan tries to get the ball back up top to Bills. Has it deflected as it goes out of bounds. Will remain with the Mustangs. Brooke Wiederspan, Devin Lapp, Danielle Gross, Alexis Bills, Sammy Pettyjohn on the floor here to start the second quarter. Ball's inbounded, sent in low to Lapp. Lapp turns to her left. Probably should have gone to her right. Has the ball stolen. Taken away by the Tigers. Mustangs had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. Like to see them do a better job of controlling the basketball, as we've already got a turnover here in the second quarter. 7:24. Mustangs trail 13-12 as the Erie Tigers have the basketball their side of the court. Straight away, free throw line. Send it into the low block. And we've got a timeout called before the shot was put up. Timeout called by Coach Potter. 12-13. Mustangs trail by 1. We'll take a quick break with this timeout. You're listening to Mustangs basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, Coach Potter calling a timeout there for the Erie Tigers, as he didn't like what he saw as the Tigers had the basketball on their half of the floor. Probably a blessing in disguise for the Mustangs, as it looked like the Mustangs would have been called for a foul there, but the timeout was called first. Tigers are going to have the basketball. Devin Lapp, Brooke Wiederspan, Danielle Gross, Alexis Bills, Sammy Pettyjohn on the floor for the Mustangs. Mustangs coached by Jim Krackemeyer, assisted by Mark Gross, Ashlyn Wilkerson, and Chris Turnover. On the inbounds play, Bills takes away the basketball. Heads to our end of the floor, sends it quickly to Gross. Gross in baseline to Wiederspan. Wiederspan decides to send it back up top to Gross. Gross now gets it back to Wiederspan. Wiederspan back in. Ball's just thrown up. I'm not sure where that pass was going, Braden, but it was taken away by the Tigers. Gross just turned around, threw the basketball up in the air, had it taken away by the Tigers. Unfortunately for us, as the Tigers come across to their half of the court, the whistle's blown and they're going to call it travel. Sloppy basketball. We've got to clean it up, make sure we're making crisp, concise passes here as we work the basketball around the key and the top of the three-point line, looking for some good baskets. Gross to Lapp. Lapp, Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn's jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Bills. Bills back out to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn to Gross. Gross's three-point shot up, long, no good. Rebounded by Bills. Mustangs getting some extra chances here with the offensive rebounds as Bills sends it in low to Wiederspan. Touched by a Tiger, touched by Brooke, and it's going to be Tigers basketball. Quick pace here, 6:20 to go, second quarter. 13-12. Mustangs trail by 1. Haven't had a point here in this second quarter. 13-12 was the score going into the end of the first quarter, as the Tigers bring the ball across half court and have the basketball their end of the floor. Have to do a good job here guarding Ochoa. Haven't seen much from the leading scorer here tonight, Nicole Hewlett, for the Tigers. Done well up to this point to control her. Ball rattles around off the Tigers' miss and out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Officials say it's going to be Mustangs basketball. Devin Lapp has the basketball, set to inbound it for the Mustangs. Pettyjohn's going to take a break as Brittany Winsheimer comes into the game, replacing Pettyjohn. Winsheimer's quick shot off that inbounds is long, no good. Not rebounded or touched by anybody as it goes out of bounds. It'll be Tigers basketball. Mustangs apply full court pressure. Tigers up until this point have handled that fairly well, as Ochoa works across half court and sends it left side in front of the Mustangs bench. Now up to the left elbow. Piper Zier works into the low post, hands it off, shot up, no good, rebounded, sent in as Wiederspan has the ball. Tigers tried to save that ball from going out of bounds. Wiederspan got it, quickly gave it out, up and outletted to Gross. Bills has the basketball and has it knocked away from her up top. Ball out of bounds. Mustangs with possession. Ball knocked away by the Tigers. Mustangs have the ball right in front of the Tigers bench. Wiederspan gets it inbounded to Schneider. Schneider's just recently come into the game. Schneider throws an elbow. And it's going to get called for the offensive foul. Elbow thrown as she made the pass. Tigers hit the deck. Schneider not happy with it. Just the way it goes sometimes as the foul's called on her. It's her third foul. And she's going to quickly be replaced by Shooky. She's not happy about it, rightfully so, but ball's not always going to bounce our way. 3/4 of the length of the floor to go for the Tigers after Schneider's foul. 8-5 on the team foul side of things. Mustangs with 8, Tigers with 5. 13-12. Haven't had a point here in the second quarter as we've got 5 minutes still to go till half. Whistle blown, another foul here on the Mustangs. Fouls on the Mustangs. Devin Lapp, her first. That's going to send the Tigers to the line. Alexis Bills, Devin Lapp, Brooke Wiederspan, Macy Schucke, Brittany Winsheimer on the floor for the Mustangs. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Mustangs trail by 1, 13-12. Again, haven't had a point here in this second quarter. Ochoa, the shooter for the Tigers in the bonus situation. First shot up, no good. Rebounded by Wiederspan. Wiederspan outlets to Bills. Bills across half court. Tries to drive, now thinks otherwise. Sends the ball up, hopping around the three-point line. Now back to Bills. Bills about half court as the ball gets poked away. Sends it to Schucke. Schucke tries to get the pass in low to Lapp as it knocked away. Ball will stay with the Mustangs as the Tigers knock the basketball out of bounds. 4:43 to go, second quarter. 13-12, Mustangs trail by 1. Here on the home hardwood in Fort Morgan, Colorado, as the Fort Morgan Mustangs take on the Erie Tigers. Ball's quickly inbounded. Lapp's jump shot, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers running quickly to a double team of Bills and Winsheimer. Looked like we would have had a jump ball, but instead they're going to call a foul on Bills with the reach. Could have gone either way there. You don't like to see the fouls called. There's been a lot of them blown here. 15 now in this first half. 15 fouls called in this first half. You'd like to see the officials let the girls play, but fortunately for the Mustangs, fouls on Alexis Bills, her third.
That's something you don't like to see, Josh, as Schneider and Bills both have 3 fouls, and we're only halfway through this first half.
Yeah, no, we've got a long way to go. And 2 Mustangs in foul trouble as the first shot attempt put up and no good by Piper Zier of the Tigers. Gross comes into the game for Bills. Bills and Schneider are both on the bench in foul trouble. 3 fouls here. 4:35 to go in this first half. Tigers already in the double bonus situation with the Mustangs' 10-team fouls. Another whistle as Schucke comes down with the board. We've got a foul on the Tigers. See who they call that on. Mustangs will have the basketball as the foul's on Taryn Lee, her second for the Tigers. 16 fouls there for the Tigers. Gross has the basketball, sends it in low to Wiederspan. Wiederspan off the glass, a little hard, no good. Ball rattles around. Last touch by the Tigers as it goes out of bounds. Mustangs will have the basketball under their basket. 4:24 to go here in this first half. 13-12. As Winsheimer sends it in low to Laps. Laps turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Still no points here in this second quarter, Braden. A lot of things happening, but nothing converting to points.
Not even that many turnovers, Josh. It's just a lot of fouls. I mean, you said there's 16 fouls already in this first half, and just a lot of ball possession changes and not many points scored.
Hard foul. Mustangs Lap. Devin Lapp's second foul is going to send the Tigers' Piper Zier to the line. Piper 0 for 1 tonight from the free throw line. And she sets to take 2. 13-12, Mustangs trail by 1, 3:50 to go in this first half. Zier's first free throw attempt is up and rattles around and good.
Insurance Connection, whether it's health, life, or dental insurance, or Medicare supplements. See Sharon Kaufman at Insurance Connections today.
First point here of the second half extends the leads for the Tigers. 14-12, 3:50 to go here, second quarter. As Piper Zier sets, left-handed shooter from the line is good. Zier converts both, extending the lead to 3 for the Tigers, 15-12. Ball sent by the Mustangs, Pettyjohn to Gross. Gross can't hang on to it as the ball's turned over and taken away by the Tigers. Mustang turnover. Gives the Mustangs now 7 or 8 turnovers here tonight, unofficially. as the Tigers have the basketball up top, straight away, 3-point line, now sent in right side, baseline. Mustangs playing a good defense. A lot of the points coming tonight for the Tigers from outside, not much traffic in low, as they try again to get it in low and have the ball taken away by the Mustangs. Apple. Apple outlets the ball quickly to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn to Gross. Gross back to Apple. Gross up top now, sends it baseline. Wiederspan. Wiederspan's pass gets deflected, and they're going to say Gross touch the basketball. Coach Krackemeyer doesn't like it. He wants to talk about it with official. Official's not really willing to talk about it. Never are. Nonetheless, Tigers basketball.
I have to agree with Coach Krackemeyer on that. Danielle Gross didn't have a shout of a doubt at that basketball, as she was her arms, as she's only 5'4", didn't have a chance against a 5'7" defender.
Tigers well sized here. As far as the height goes, Tigers have the size. Ochoa shoots the three-point shot from left side just in front of the Mustangs bench. Her third three-pointer here now in this ball game, extending this lead. 18-12, Mustangs trail by 6, 2:32 to go in this first half. Coach Krackemeyer calls a timeout, doesn't like what he sees. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to girls basketball, B106, B106.com. Back here for Morgan High School as the girls take on the Erie Tigers. I'm Josh Miller alongside Braden Schneider. Been a long first half, 16 fouls, a lot of stoppage in play, as the Mustangs trail these Tigers 18-12. Mustangs getting outscored 6-0 here in the second quarter. Mustangs trailed 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. Mustangs have the basketball coming out of this timeout. Ball's inbounded. Pettyjohn has it top of the key. And again, another foul called, whistle blown. Foul's going to be on Hannah Gallagher of the Tigers. That's going to send Pettyjohn to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 bonus now for the Mustangs. 17 fouls in this first half. Haven't seen this all year. Like to see the referees do a better job of letting these girls play. Pettyjohn's first is missed. Rebounded by the Tigers. Quickly outletted to the leading scorer, Ochoa. Ochoa can't hang on to the basketball. She has the whistle blown on her for a carry or a travel, and with that turnover, that's going to give the basketball back to the Mustangs. Lots of turnovers, lots of fouls. That's been the story of tonight's game. Low scoring. We're 18-12, 2 minutes to go here into halftime. We've got Pettyjohn who gets wrapped up at about half court by Ochoa. Looked like could have been another foul, but instead the referee blows the whistle, calls the jump ball. Possession arrows with the Mustangs. They'll retain possession with the basketball, as Wiederspan sets up front just in front of the scorer's table. Tries to inbound it to Gross. Has it taken away by the Tigers. Hannah Gallagher. Hannah Gallagher's shot's missed. Rebounded by Wiederspan. Wiederspan goes to throw the ball to Gross. Gross has it deflected by Ochoa. Out of bounds. Mustangs basketball. Things are getting a little sloppy here. Like to see both sides clean it up, play basketball. 17 fouls. As yet again another turnover comes on the Mustangs' end of the floor. Ochoa goes for the layups, fouled hard by Pettyjohn. That's going to send Ochoa to the line to shoot two, as Winsheimer picks up was that Pettyjohn or Winsheimer?
I thought it was Pettyjohn as she came across.
Second foul on Pettyjohn sends Ochoa to the line to shoot two. Ochoa set, spins the ball, shot is up, no good.
Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checkings to savings to IRAs. 321 Ensign Street, Morgan Federal Bank. There's a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
1:52 to go in this first half. 18-12, Mustangs trail. Ochoa's second is up and good. Officials blow the whistle, say no good. Lane violation on the Tigers is going to take that point away. 18-12, Mustangs trail by 6. Minute 52 to go in this first quarter. Clock's not running, as nobody's made notice or attention to it. Now it does. 1:45, second quarter, first half. Ball's bouncing around. Mustangs hit the deck, have the ball taken away again as the Tigers run the floor. Tigers pass in low, can't be handled by Hannah Gallagher as it trickles away and out of bounds, giving the ball yet again back to the Mustangs. Turnover after turnover, foul on one end of the floor, back on the other. It's been a little bit of a lopsided game, back and forth. Not many points. A lot of fouls, lots of turnovers. 19-12. Mustangs have the basketball. Sent in low. Ball's knocked away. Touched by the Tigers. Mustangs basketball. Minute 19 to go here in this first half. Substitutions coming in for the Tigers. Brooke Wiederspan, Sammy Pettyjohn, Lauren Staley, Ashley Apple, Brittany Winsheimer on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. Some confusion at the scorers table. We've got the horn honking and referees trying to clear some things up.
Well, they're trying to fix the scoreboard because right now it reads 19-12, and that free throw was waved off for a lane violation, as I believe it was Zaire who was shooting the free throws, as there was a lane violation on her shot. So they're trying to get the scoreboard back to 18-12.
It now shows that I think we should be good. Things are getting cleared up down there at the scorers table. Minute 19 to go here. First half, 18-12. Mustangs trail by 6. Still in this ball game. Have to do a better job getting points and controlling and possessing the basketball. Pettyjohn's shot from the left elbow is no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Minute 10 here to go in this first half. Ochoa has the basketball for the Tigers. Shot fake, now drives the lane, lays it up and in. Ochoa has been the key here for the Tigers. She's got unofficially 15 points. 14 of the 20 points for the Tigers, as we're now under a minute here to play in this first half. Ball rattles around on the Mustangs' end of the floor, kicked out of bounds. It will stay with the Mustangs. Last touch by the Tigers. 49.4 seconds to go. Pettyjohn lines up her troops, gets ready, sends the ball in to Staley. Staley looks to drive, now pulls the basketball out, sends it right side to Winsheimer. Winsheimer into the corner to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn up top, free throw line. Taken by Staley. Staley drive, shot, free throw line. Foul's called. Staley went up, took the shot, was fouled hard as number 53, Piper Zaire, hit the floor. Block called, foul called on Piper. Piper hit her head pretty good there, but she's up and moving around as Staley goes to the line and shoots 2 for the Mustangs. 36.9 to go in this first half. Full house here tonight, as Staley's first is no good.
Central Auto Parts. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts at West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan.
20-12, Mustangs trail. 36.9 to go here, first half. Staley sets, shoots her second, up and good. Lauren Staley. Whistle's blowing, horn honking, as we've got a substitution. Regular confusion down here at the scorers table tonight. Not really sure what's going on. Gross now into the game for Pettyjohn. Ashley Apple, Brooke Wiederspan, Danielle Gross, Lauren Staley on the floor for the Mustangs. Ashley Apple, Brooke Wiederspan, Danielle Gross, Brittany Winsheimer, Lauren Staley on the floor here for the Mustangs. 35 seconds to go. Ochoa with the ball for the Tigers as Nicole Hewlett gets behind the Mustangs defense and lays it up and in for 2, extending this lead here to 9. 22-13, 22 seconds to go. Gross, Winsheimer. Winsheimer's jump shot baseline, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Mustangs got to get back as 2 Tigers back there cherry picking. Nobody sees them from the Mustangs side of the floor. Long shot taken by the Tigers is missed. Rebounded by the Mustangs. 4 to go. 3, 2. Ball hits the floor. No shot will be put up as time expires here in the first half. 22-13, Mustangs trail the Tigers as we head to half. We'll take a quick break. Be back with some unofficial numbers as the ladies head to the tunnel to regroup. 22-13, Mustangs trail. You're listening to B106, B106.com.